Welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Atlanta United FC versus Inter Miami CF in the MLS Cup Playoffs 2024 Eastern Conference Quarterfinals Game 2. Let's see if we at least get one sweep tonight, but if there is, this one's probably the most likely. NYC looks like they're going to hold on, and we'll finish this one out and see how this ends with a little bit of an overflow or inflow coverage, because overflow would be after. But either way, Inter Miami CF, Atlanta United FC contra Inter Miami CF en la MLS Cup Playoffs. Este conferencia cortos de final partido 2. Miami leads series 1-0. Hey, that was a bad showing, but y'all fought, in my opinion, to a certain extent. 7 minutes of stoppage time. That'll be a tight squeeze, but who frankly cares? Starting 11s are as follows: Brad Guzan, Pedro Amador, Derek Williams, Luis Abraham, and Ronald Hernandez. Yes. Dax McCarty, Bartosz Szlich, Johnny Fortune, Alexei Miranchuk, Sabalov Janitze, Jamal Tiare for Atlanta at home, wearing their normal home 5 straps kits. For Inter Miami CF, Drake Callender, Tomas Aviles, Hector Martinez, Noah Allen, Marcelo Weingart, Yannick Bright, Federico Redondo, Jordi Alba, Diego Gomez, Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, wearing their Miami Dolphins, Miami Vice colorway 3rd kits. So there you go. So there's your starting 11s for Miami, Atlanta. The only game tonight we're live for, and the only game we're reviewing tonight. It's a one thing Saturday because it's Messi in Miami. Are you crazy? Come on. I could have done Forge earlier, but it is what it is. Here we go. We got 2 tomorrow as well. Header. Oh. With a little bit of inflow coverage for New York, Cincinnati, we will finish this one out. Hit that like button, get this one going. NYC are barely hanging on. Yep. It's 92nd minute. NYC trying to push it to a game 3. By the way, the Argos have made the Eastern Final in the CFL, so that's good news. Forge has gone to the CPL Finals for 6 straight years. Every season of the CPL, they've been in the final. And I will be live on Saturday, no matter what, for Forge versus Calvary at 2 p.m. Central. And the way the game 3s look, Perea, what a save! What a foot save by Celentano there. Sands through the hourglass. Oh, so he knows Days of Our Lives as well. I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe he's older than I think. He doesn't look older than 25. And that's a total compliment, by the way. Whitty don't look older than 25. He looks bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You know? So probably 30-something, but doesn't look like it to me. Yeah, I watch a lot of Golazo. Why you ask? Well, at least before I got YouTube TV. I really don't anymore. Nice tackle. Clear the damn ball. '94th minute. while we're at it, 94th minute, 2-1 between Cincinnati and New York. Will New York get to a game 3? How we doing, Henry? Two-one. Still. Penalty for NYCFC. Santi Rodriguez. Oh, yep, that's a penalty. Waziem gives away a penalty, and you could just tell his reaction. He went full Ronald Matarrita there on his reaction. I remember that. Like, yeah, that was some. Well, they got to score it first, but he just showed up that quickly. Santi Rodriguez to put it away for New York. If he does, they're going to a game 3. And then we'll just flip to the Miami game with a minute left, because what's the point? Celentano versus Santi to slot in a game 3 for NYCFC, who I had advancing over Cincinnati. They didn't play bad in game 1 either in Cincinnati. So if they go to Cincinnati, I think they have a chance. $1,900 for a 50-50 raffle? That sucks. Shot, goal. There it is. Game 3 we go. Game 3 for NYCFC. There we land. Panenka buries it. Oh, hey, at least they were on the other side of it. At least they were on the other side of a Panenka this time. Here we go, Atlanta, Miami. Here we go. Go now. $35-10 Mississippi State over UMass. Let's go. Oh, St. Peter's. If I go near there, maybe I'll go. Oh. Is it just coffee, though? Worst comes to worst, I'll buy a cappuccino or espresso. Worst comes to worst, I'll buy an espresso. If I have a white hot chocolate, I'll try that too. I still need to try Starbucks white hot chocolate. But Vamos Miami. I think they got this. Again, starting 11s, Guzan, Amador, Williams, Abram, Hernandez, McCarty, Schleich, Fortune, Moranchuk, Lobjanitse, Tiare. Okay, so basically just, okay, I get it. Starting 11 for Miami, Calendar, Aviles, Martinez, Allen, Weingart, Bright, Redondo, Alba, Messi, Suarez, Gomez. Miami's wearing their Miami Dolphins colorway jerseys tonight. Okay. Game 1 recaps. We have one sweep. Salt Lick Road, St. Peter's. Is that the one? think it's closer to Chesterfield than, yeah, it's close. Okay. Actually, hold on. The last time I did one of these. Okay. So we got 6. All right, got it. If I go near St. Peter's, I'll remember. Might as well. Ain't far from Chesterfield. St. Charles County, Missouri. Northwestern suburb of St. Louis. So, yeah, close to Chesterfield. Yeah. Pretty much. Darting Prairies. Yep, okay. So Darting Prairie, St. Peter's, Walden Spring, Wentzville, St. Charles. Yeah. Yeah, you go a little bit northwest of Chesterfield and you would, or northeast, and yeah, you would, okay. When is St. Louis going to start playing? They're out. They don't play again until February, just like Toronto. Talk about St. Louis City SC. Talk about the Blues are playing tonight against the Leafs. I got a finer bread iced latte with 1 vanilla. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. 1 white chocolate pump came with whipped cream, gingerbread cookie pieces on top. Soft. Okay. Eggnog latte there too. Starbucks people will be happy. Chris Penso's the referee, VAR referee tonight. Let's see. Rubio Vasquez is the referee proper. I don't know if I like that. Okay. Florida tied it up on Georgia. Crazy. All right, and we're off. Playing Penguins. Habs playing Penguins. Playing forwards Atlanta. Atlanta looking to stay alive. Miami looking to end the series. That's simple. In Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, okay, yeah. Atlanta wearing their normal 5 stripes. Miami wearing their Miami Dolphins colorway jerseys, which I think this is the first time I've seen them wear them live. They do look nice. Cross in. Plays it back. Alba. Bright. Horrible push-up, and he just gets pushed back. Allen playing for Ian Fry, of course. By the way, speaking of Ian Fry, the worst case scenario was avoided for his injury. It was a meniscus tear instead. But when you have 4 knee injuries in the span of 4 years, even if it's a meniscus tear, you probably should start thinking about your career. So, but it's not the worst case scenario, which is good. Getting hurt still sucks. And 4 knee injuries in a row would still suck, but it's not an ACL tear. So, worst case scenario averted. Playing forwards, Miami. Alba, ooh, we can't get the shot to it. Yes. Yes, he does. Miami just went to the Club World Cup. Or I should say just got added to the Club World Cup. So, no, he does. And basically, that's the gambit of FIFA trying to make the new Club World Cup work because they're in dire straits. It's all good. It's all good. So, you know, it is what it is. Playing forward, Suarez. Suarez with a shot. What a save from Guzan. Goal kick. Exactly how he saved it. But good shot by Suarez. But Guzan looks like he's on his game once again. Bad ugly. Talking about Stephen Fry, right? Please clap. Okay, Jeb. Foolish guac bowl merchant. Foolish guac bowl merchant. Okay, Jeb. That joke is 8 years old at this point, and it's still funny. Well, it was either that. Well, I don't know if they could wear their black jerseys either. And pink is kind of... I think the Dolphins jerseys were probably the best course of action. See, because if you think about it, wearing pink versus red and black isn't probably a bad clash, but it can be. Them wearing a black jersey versus red and black is just stupid. And that is definitely a clash. Baby blue, teal versus red and black. There's no clash there. But the Miami pink is a bit darker now. It's not like this. If it was this, I wouldn't have a problem with them wearing pink. But since you're on the road, maybe MLS wanted their third kits to be put over during the playoffs. And 2 of their best chances is LA Galaxy against LAFC. LA Galaxy probably playing RSL. Maybe you'll wear them in the conference semis. You can't wear them in the conference finals because LAFC wears black. Or LAFC wears their throwback when LA Galaxy wears their throwback during the conference final. Would it shock me if LAFC was wearing their throwbacks tomorrow as well? No. No, it wouldn't. Come on, it's a marketing opportunity as well. I could see Miami in the final. It'd be crazy not to. Kansas City didn't make the playoffs. Portland just got knocked out. They had no chance to wear it. LAFC are still in. Galaxy are still in. Miami are still in. It's also a marketing opportunity. So, there's that. 6th minute. I can see Miami in the final of the Club World Cup. If they get Neymar, call me crazy, but I think you might have a hunch. If they get Neymar and have him by the Club World Cup, depending on what squads are brought to that Club World Cup, you might be right. If it's Chelsea, Miami, though, I guarantee you I'm going Chelsea. Because Chelsea are in the Club World Cup still, and they're actually useful. And the good news is Chelsea is actually a good team now. They might have a chance. They've had a really good season so far. You know? even past the Conference League, Maresca's done well with Chelsea. I'm just saying. I think they're back. 7th minute. What about Auckland City? They ain't doing shit. I'd love to see Meyer Bevan go on a Club World Cup deep run in the summer. They ain't doing shit, though. Ian Fry's hurt. That's probably the biggest reason why. Tax said Pepe or Brandon Vasquez could be called up because the rest are injured at 9. So, yeah, they're both getting called up. Now, Pepe the starter. You got to give Pepe the starts, to be honest. Brandon Vasquez, he isn't as hot as he was like in March. Like, if this was March and it was Brandon Vasquez who got called up, yeah, start him. Easy. Wait. Haji Wright got hurt? He just scored. Like, I could have sworn they just showed him scoring on Football Americas from Thursday. Did he get hurt? I didn't hear nothing about that. Getting the Dolphin jersey. I want the Portland throwback more. Like, I'd say the Miami Dolphins. Oh, I love the LA throwbacks, though. I like them all, but I like the Portland one the most. The Wizards are the worst. The KC Wizards one is the worst, just by default. Miami and LA. Ooh, I don't know. How we doing, Nestor? How we doing, Specimen? I'd love the Miami Dolphin Inter Miami jersey. I don't know who I'd get on it. Probably wouldn't be Messi. I already have a Messi jersey. Probably Kromashki. I really like Benjamin Kromashki as a player. But LA Galaxy, I love their throwback. I love the LAFC throwback. Portland's is the best. I'm definitely going to try to get that one. What was I doing? Day 3 and Aaron Boone still has a job. And we'd be saying the same thing about Dave Roberts if he lost the World Series. So I want to see Auckland City in the group of death test their skills. You know that's going to be like 12-0 each game, right? Maybe Meyer Bevan pulls a goal. I'll really celebrate for that, though. You know, CPL legend. Yeah. Give me freedom. Give me fire. Sack Aaron Boone or I'll retire. And just put frickin' Aaron Judge's face over it. But then again, Garrett Cole just opted out. Garrett Cole, the man who had a sign says Yankee fan today, tomorrow, forever, just opted out with a contract with the Yankees. He's tired of this shit. Oh, by the way, Juan Soto's going to Toronto. Yeah. Your 2 best players are walking. And Aaron Boone is still sitting there, twiddling his thumbs, about to yap off to an umpire. Exactly. It's not that hard. How we doing? At this point, an 85-year-old Joe Torre, or however old he is, damn near 90-year-old Joe Torre would probably still do better. Don't hire La Russa, though. That's a bad idea. You want a gently used Ollie Marmol? 12th minute. I forgot what I was looking for. 0-0. Settle esta noche. Sean Manaea did opt out of the Mets deal, though. Oh, Garrett Cole. He opted out. I saw that he... Yep. Because I got CONCACAF stuff to focus on. That's why. Moranchuk with a corner. Garrett Cole opted out of his contract. Sources tell Jeff Passan. The Yankees could void the opt-out by adding 1 year and $36 million to the 4 years and $144 million that Cole had remaining on his deal. They're not doing that. Oh, well, here we go. The Yankees are expected to extend the contract to Garrett Cole for 1 more year at $36 million, keeping him off the free agent market, according to a club source. That makes no sense. There we go. Last loss in the playoffs for Atlanta was 2019 to you-know-who, Toronto FC. You mean in Atlanta? As I haven't seen them winning MLS Cup since 2019. So you mean in Atlanta? They made the playoffs in 22? Was it 21? Either way, they lost in New York one time. I know they lost in New York one time. It was either 21 or 22. I think it was 21, though. And I don't think they've been back since. And they didn't make the playoffs in 2020 because they were just downright horrible. Stephen Glass tried, but yeah, in Atlanta, though, yeah. Since Marcelo was done with Fluminense, he should go to Pumas. Yeah, I just read that. I don't really see why they would do that if they want to break the bank for Soto. But I'd rather have Soto than Cole, in my opinion. If I was the Yankees, not the Blue Jays fans. Not as a Blue Jays fan. If I was a Yankees fan, I would want Soto over Cole. Well, who am I kidding? Yeah, as a Blue Jays fan, I feel the same way. But nobody said Cole was going to Toronto. But I'd rather have Soto. Like, I'd rather spend the money on Soto than spend some extra money on Cole that adds up to what you would spend. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not Suarez? Or do you have Suarez? The Yankees have until Sunday evening to make a decision on whether to extend Garrett Cole contract by 1 year, $36 million. So they have till tomorrow evening. Yeah. He's still going to Toronto, though, but I'd like to see it draw. Suarez would be a pink one. Fair. And no, Miami would have a new away kit next year. No, the pink jersey would still be there. Soto or Fernando Tatis Jr.? Well, since Soto's on the market, Soto. But Soto's a better hitter. Like Fernando Tatis Jr., he's talented, but he's underperformed his ceiling to a certain extent over his career. Like, and you could say the same thing about Vladdy, so I may be just grasping at straws, but Fernando Tatis Jr., his underperformance is his immaturity, stems from his immaturity. Vladdy is just, he just drives the ball into the ground. His launch angle is just ass. He has power, but his launch angle is just ass. Oh, because it's Miami and they make more money. I get it. Okay, fair enough. That's a good point. I shouldn't be surprised. Miami, they'll make more money having 2 jerseys next year because they're Miami. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. 17th minute, 0-0. But I'd rather have Soto than Fernando Tatis Jr. as a player on a team. Leafs lead 1-0 Marner. Let's go. 17th minute. Ha! Playing forward, Miami. Would you have voted Jeb Bush over Hillary? Well, I couldn't have voted in 2016, but if I could have, and it was Jeb versus Hillary, Jeb. They both suck, though. Actually, no. Oh, damn it. It was Gary Johnson. Shit. I hate Gary Johnson, too. Ay. I would have just actually... Yeah, I would have just wrote in Austin Peterson and said, fuck it. Because I would have wanted him to win the Libertarian nomination. I wanted him to win the Libertarian nomination in 2016. And he got screwed. Gary Johnson sucks. Gary Johnson sucked, man. The man didn't even know about Aleppo. Jeb? I guess he's the best of the three? Oh, I don't know. Gary Johnson or Jeb. I mean, they're really the same. Just one's a libertarian, but Gary's no libertarian. He's a punk. He's a usurper. Gary Johnson is a usurper. Gary Johnson is a controlled opposition, which that's half the Libertarian Party. That's half the Libertarian Party. I don't respect that half of the Libertarian Party. I'm Mises Caucus anarcho-capitalist. I don't respect that half of the Libertarian Party. Half of it's a clown car. Half of it is a clown car. Half of it is a clown car. But Hillary just sucks, so... I'm glad things played out the way they did. I wish I was in Miami. It's cold here. They would never trade Ohtani. Crazy? Basically, that half of the Libertarian Party, the Gary Johnson, Bill Weld, half of the Libertarian Party, stop insulting my intelligence. You are not libertarians. You are controlled opposition. You are weak, no spine, controlled opposition. Stop insulting my intelligence. That is all. You're just a golden Jeb Bush. That's all. I respect Jeb more because he don't lie. I respect Jeb because he's an out-and-out neocon. He doesn't lie about what he is. Gary. Bill Weld. He don't lie about what he is. You do. At least Jeb didn't lie about what he was. Kromashki. Yeah, I think we've opened Pandora's box, haven't we? Oh, Lord. 22nd minute. Oh, past the post. Yeah, I have a bad feeling. Yeah, I have a bad feeling. Tuesday's going to end badly. I have a bad feeling Tuesday's going to end badly. Here we go. Here we go. 22nd minute. Crazy day of the Premier League today. Both City and Arsenal losing, and Liverpool scored twice in 3 minutes to win from behind. Liverpool's winning the league. What? Liverpool's going to win the league. Arsenal bottled it. NYCFC looked so much better today. This is the game I expect them to play. They didn't play badly game 1, but if they play like this game 3, they're winning the series. I had a funny feeling NYCFC was going to win the series, of course, because I picked them to do it, but NYCFC looked very good. I know what Julio Juarez is in trouble for. He wasn't on the roster, so he won't get a ring. I know what he was accused of. I haven't looked that deep into it to make a decision. Whatever's decided about Julio Juarez is the facts of the case, is my opinion. So I have no opinion. He won't get a ring because he wasn't on the roster because of those. I have no opinion. I have no good opinion to give on that. The second part, I have no opinion. Well, I mean, it is made with lots of preservatives. I think Columbus will still pull through. 24th minute. It's Jeb. It was always Jeb. Where the hell did that name come from? Jeb. 24th minute. He loved... Oh, Jeb. He had the frogs. He had the rosary beads. And he loved selling guacamoles. And his polls were shit. And he wanted people to clap for him. And they just didn't. Sad. 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 Guacamoles. Foolish guacamole merchant. Foolish guacamole merchant. Corner for Atlanta. Cross in. Header by Moranchuk. What a save. I have no use for a guac bowl either. I don't like guacamole. I'm not really a fan of avocados. So there's that. I'm not saying it sucks. I just don't like avocados. I just don't like avocados. Just why? State won. Good. 2 games won for Mississippi State. Well, hey, at least they could get 3 wins this year. Georgia beats the Gators. Good. Louisville City's playing their first playoff game tonight. By the way. North Carolina FC. Ooh. Miami playing Ford. Next stop, Ole Miss versus Georgia. Go Georgia. 27th minute. Messi with a corner. Jordi Alba. Messi. Cross in, cleared. '28th minute. Saved. Past the post. Moranchuk past the post. Playing forward. Redondo with a 92%. Yeah. His wife is Mexican. Yeah. I knew that already. I've known that for 8 years. Well, 9 years because 2015 primary trail. But that is pretty cool. I won't lie. That is pretty cool. Army are now extended longest active winning streak in FBS of 12 consecutive games until they beat Air Force next stop, North Texas. They're both consenting adults. I don't give a shit, these 73 and she's 23. They love each other. They're both consenting adults. He met her when she was in college. I don't give a shit. He can do what he wants. Hell, she can do what she wants. I don't know why we care. Like, the one thing that would make it look bad isn't part of the equation, so. Mm. Maybe one day. Maybe. Or if there's ever the possibility I'm the Prime Minister of Canada as well. If I could run for Prime Minister, I would do that too. Either way. Possibly. It's not a non-zero chance. It's not a non-zero chance. Of course, can't do it now because I'm not 35. 5, but I would never say never for president or prime minister, because because you don't have to be a natural born Canadian citizen to be the prime minister. If I ever move up there, I plan on being a citizen at some point, which would be enough. Trust me, I've researched it. It's probably more never say never, but whatever. Nice. I know you collect the cranberry, but what? I know you collect cranberry, but Davis, because he's got more money. Ron be like Reagan. No, that's Pierre Poilievre and Ronald Reagan. Pierre Poilievre is the Canadian Reagan. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I'm sure you're seeing where I'm going with this. Anarcho-capitalists don't raise taxes. They lower taxes. Now, if I can, what I would do is no income tax, tariff the shit out of China. Tariff the shit out of China for goods that come in from China. Tariff goods that come in from third-party countries. Tariffs. Fund the government with tariffs. Oh, Reagan. Fund the government with tariffs. No more income tax. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could do that. I think that's genius. I think that's genius. I didn't even think that was possible. Well, we'll see if the Fed lets that happen. Well, first, we got to see if the Fed lets that happen. I don't know if they will. "35th minute. But worst comes to worst, like what, a 5% flat income tax? Still have a sales tax, but also part of that flat tax is a valuation on your property. But it's still not like 20% income. Like a 5% flat wherever you are on the spectrum, plus, of course, a valuation on your property. So the property goes into that. So it is a little bit variable due to your property, but and then of course sales taxes when you buy things at groceries. That's hard to get rid of. But with that, I think that would be enough. But I'd prefer. That's probably safer for the economy. But I didn't know you could do the tariff thing. The revenue from nature licenses for funds as well, hunting, fishing, you name it. Fair enough. That works. Yeah. Because I do believe that there should be licenses to drive. That may not be too anarcho-capitalistic, but sugar sales tax and possibly increase it. No carbon tax, though. No. Drill, baby, drill. No carbon tax. Drill, baby, drill. "37th minute. yeah, there should be licenses to hunt, fish, driver's licenses. There should be driver's licenses. Just imagine how much worse the roads would be if you could drive without a license. Trust me, I know. I really don't want to drive with people who have licenses, let alone people who don't. So I'm totally fine with driver's licenses. Of course, also concealed carry there should be a license for that. Of course. You can't just willy-nilly conceal carry. That's crazy. Public transportation like transit and buses. I have no problem with trains or buses publicly if there's a company there those are companies that are owned by companies. Metrolink is a company. Amtrak is government funded, but it's a company. I do personally support railway travel. I want high-speed rail. I believe there should be high-speed rail. I may be one of the only ones, but I support railways. I think there should be high-speed rail across the country. I think we should fix the rail system. Should be a better rail system. I think we don't give it enough care to a certain extent. So I have no problem with public transportation because people do need transportation. And if they want to use a bus and they want to go on a Greyhound or a Metrolink, there is competition there. Now, Amtrak, on the other hand, that is a monopoly, government-based monopoly. But because there's no other trains that are passenger trains in this country, same with Via Rail, there's only one passenger company. Goal for Miami! It is a goal for Miami! Federico Redondo scores 1-0. And it was a freaking chip goal. 1-0. Rossetto uno. No, it's Martinez. Goal for Miami. No, Martinez got it. Hector Martinez got it. And he gonna be a dad, I guess, because he put the ball under his... Redondo passed it to Martinez, and he chipped it into an open net. Redondo with the assist. Hector Martinez with a goal. And congratulations on becoming a dad to Hector Martinez. There it is. But he did get the assist. What a mistake by Guzan. Damn, I hate that for him. I really do. 40th, 0-1, Settle Uno. Miami has the lead. I do to make it better than China's, who have dope-ass public transportation. I haven't heard much about China's public transportation, but I know the Shinkansen. I know Japan Shinkansen. I know good goal, IMO. Guzan, it might be taken away. Like, I wish trains in this country were more based off the Shinkansen. It is a goal for Miami. It is Martinez. So I look at the Shinkansen and I say I know this is a bigger country than Japan. I get that. Canada as well, in both cases. But I look at that and I know it's possible. And if you look at Illinois, they're trying to build an Acela-like terminal, Amtrak in Illinois and Missouri, which, see you, Rory. I'll agree on that. Especially railway infrastructure, but I'll agree on that. Yep, 200 mile per hour Shinkansen. Yeah. Use the revenue from public transit and high-speed rails, government funds as well to lower taxes. It gets us farther on the infrastructure this country needs. I agree with that. I agree with that. I do think we need better infrastructure. I think partially we should give grants to companies to help build that infrastructure. And Calendar and TRA run into each other. Now, the anarcho-capitalistic part is I do believe we should give grants to companies to help build that infrastructure, in my opinion. I guess there'll be kick-ups to the federal government there, but it stays 1-0. Miami has a 72% winning percentage. Miami looks like they're going sweet. .45th minute. Miami looks like they're going to hold on at the half. High-speed trains operated by China Railway at Beijing Chaoyang Railway Station. China has the most extensive high-speed rail network in the world. Oh, exactly. That's how it actually is possible. Look at how big China is. Look at how big China is. 3 minutes stoppage time compared to the USA and Canada. Look at how big China is. I'd like to... probably isn't. Russia's rail probably ain't no good. Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. 36,000 kilometers, 22,350 miles of track. China's bigger than you think. That is interesting, though. 46 minutes. Miami has the lead. Yeah. Russian high-speed Sapson operating a Siemens Velaro Rus train on road from Moscow to St. Petersburg. Well, that's Moscow and St. Petersburg, but man, you have a lot of these facts. like, I'm just going to say this. I like it, but BKL, you have a lot of these facts on deck, man. 155 miles per hour. That's still slower than Shinkansen, but you always find them. You always find them quickly. It's like you have books full of things. That's my headcanon. That's my headcanon. Thoughts on Colorado being ranked 23 in college football? Fitting. I think they're a very good team. I think they are for real this year. Even if they win out, it's going to be tough for them to make the playoff, but they should have a really good bowl game. I'm very proud of what Deion Sanders has done with Colorado this year. They're very good. They're very good, and I'm happy to see them actually prove people wrong. So there you go. Should be the end of the half. I know every single has to be trained because I wish to go there. Well, I say I like trains, but turns out you may like them more. And the Philadelphia Union, too, won the MLS Next Pro Eastern Conference. They'll either play St. Louis, and it's halftime. St. Louis or North Texas. 1-0 Miami at the half. 0-1 0-1 esta noche. Oh, St. Louis does host North Texas, and they would host. Yeah, St. Louis would host them if they win. With a 12 team possible, anything's possible now. Just got to make the conference title game. We're third in the Big 12. Well, there you go. Maybe it's more possible than I think. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Miami leading. It's been tight. It's been a very tight game, but we'll see how the second half goes. Miami can push on and get through on this sweep. Atlanta has not been as tough as I thought they would be. I mean, yeah, Brad Guzan, until he made the mistake and played the ball right down to Redondo, was doing pretty well. But other than that, we'll see. Sinta be back. 0-1, 0-1 miro tiempo. We're back for the stats of the half. Five Guys has a new candy cane shake. Well, if I like peppermint, I'd try it. I don't, though. If it's one of those, like, fruit candy canes, maybe. Like, they have a fruit candy cane flavor, maybe. Stats of the half, 45% possession to 55% possession. 6 shots to 4. 1 shot on goal to 1. 160, 188 accurate passes to 255. 87% pass accuracy to 90. 5 fouls to 5. 5 corners to 3. 3 shots to 4, or 6 shots to 4. 1 shot on goal to 1. 216 passes to 284. 87% pass accuracy to 90. 10 throws to 8. 0 offside to 0. And we got 1 yellow card to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 0-1. 0-1 esta noche. Miami leads off of that goal. Chip goal by Martinez into the open net. Miami has shown their power to a certain extent. Atlanta, Guzan's had a good game up until the mistake, but even then, sort of like that Montreal game to a certain extent. There is a blight, but he's had a pretty good game other than that. But Atlanta's just not really taking the initiative at home. And I know they're the 9 seed, but they have not taken initiative at home. They're at home. And they honestly look worse at home than what they did in Miami, to be totally honest, in my opinion. They looked tougher in Miami. Maybe they were playing it like, hey, if we could steal this game in Miami, we got a game at home, then we're going. Maybe that's how they were trying to play it. I'm not sure. But you would think at home they'd be like, hey, we got a chance to get ourselves back into this series. Let's play it. But we'll see. Waiting for the second half to start here. Review after the game. That Houston pink jersey, that is pretty cool. That Houston black and pink jersey is pretty cool. Houston upset Kansas State. Second half, Miami leading, Martinez with a goal. See how the second half goes. But if it's tied after 90 penalties, if we have Minnesota Salt Lake next, I'll be watching that one behind the scenes. But no live for that one. We'll be doing the review for this game. Can Salt Lake push it to a game 3? I hope so. For my predictions at the very least. In Minnesota, no less, though. Seems to me we're going to have a full up. With all these game 3s, we will have a full up MLS weekend next week, plus the CPL final. Looks like it to me, at least. Second half. While we were waiting for this half to start. Here we go. Second half of game 2, and it could be a sweep if Atlanta aren't careful or they don't get after it. Let's just put it like that. They need a goal. Can Sabalot Janitse be a hero again? Oh, that Arthur Blank hit the golden spike. Well, you know what? I respect that. The owner comes down and hits the golden spike. You know what? Arthur Blank, as far as I can tell, as the owner at least, seems like a pretty good guy. You know, I hate that he had to go through 28-3. You know? Well, humanity-wise, I hate that he had to go through 28-3. As a Patriots fan, nah. But as humanity-wise, nah, I feel sorry that he had to go through that. Just until recently. Well, no, Atlanta United's been pretty good. But the Falcons, though, ever since 28-3 until recently, have been crap. Now, this year, the Falcons actually look really good. And they might win the NFC South knowing that Godwin and Evans are both out for the Bucs. Yep. I gotta say, how do I put this? I have a really high view of Atlanta United and the Falcons. I wouldn't say soft spot for them, but if it came down to it, they were playing a team like the Rams, I'd root for the Falcons. I did root for Atlanta United when they were playing Montreal. So. Probably also the fact, I'm from the South. Probably should have a soft spot for Atlanta anyway. Atlanta culture is good there too. Swag surfing and getting lit as usual. Yeah. I'd love to just be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for especially Atlanta United game. Just to experience it. Just to see it. Because it's still a very nice stadium with a very good fan base, even if they've been crap for a couple of years comparatively to how they started. Kromashki is on for Bright. Kromashki for Bright. This is interesting. Interesting. Kirk O'Chain's making me want to hit up a Falcons game there. I've always been a fan of Kirk Cousins as well. I've always had a soft spot for the Vikings anyway, so that's probably why. 45th minute. Probably because Randy Moss is a legend up there. But I will say this. If the Vikings somehow make the Super Bowl, I'm going to get a Randy Moss throwback jersey and wear that for the Super Bowl. You got my word. A Randy Moss throwback Vikings jersey, and I'll wear it for the Super Bowl. I know I can find them because they were at Lids. So, sure they'll show up. I think it was in my size, though, because I was looking for stuff before Super Bowl when it was Rams-Bengals, and there was a Kurt Warner jersey. I wanted a Joe Burrow jersey, of course. I was going for the Bengals, but I did find a Kurt Warner jersey throwback, which was an XL, but also found a Randy Moss throwback. I think it was in my size, but I was like, I don't know. It's not what I was looking for. I don't think I went to Pro Image yet, which is the other thing I was going to look at. Because I did find, I love to try to find gear for teams that I'm rooting for in the Super Bowl that aren't the Patriots. If the Lions make the Super Bowl, I'm going to get a Lions jersey, though. I don't know what color. It won't be the white jersey, but it'll either be the blue jersey or black jersey. I like the Lions anyway, to be honest. At this point right now, I'm having more fun watching the Lions and Steelers than the Patriots and Saints and Bucks, to be totally honest. The Saints suck. The Bucks are about to fall off due to injuries, and the Patriots suck. Like, legitimately, right now, I'm having more fun watching the Lions and Steelers. Legit. I don't mind it, though. Lions, because I want to see them succeed. I've honestly grown a soft spot for them, but I think everybody has. The Steelers, well, figure it out. Figure it out. Guzan stand on his head right now, except for the one mistake. 48th minute. Corner. '48th minute. Hernandez is helping the referee get his mic back on. Oh, that's nice. Good sportsmanship. 48th minute, Messi corner, 0-1. Settle Uno cross in. Header by Juarez. But back to the Lions thing. I think I want a Monroe St. Brown jersey. Cross in. I mean, whatever Lids has, I'm sure it's probably a player that I wouldn't mind. But Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jahmyr Gibbs, frankly. I got a Raiders Randy Moss jersey, who's the second best wide receiver of all time. The first is obviously Jerry Rice. Didn't they both play for the Raiders? Second of all, though, Randy Moss is better than Jerry Rice. Randy Moss is better. Randy Moss is better. I got Randy Moss as number one. Nice. Jerry Rice, still, in my opinion, second. I got Randy Moss first. I don't think that's biased, but if you want to call it that, fine. Bombito was a regular there until he went to Nice. Nice. Playing forward. '51st minute. 0-1. Corner. Nope, goal kick for Atlanta. Throw in. Cleared away. Miami is fine with their lead. They're letting Atlanta chase the game. I don't know if that's the smartest decision. But playing forward. Huh. 53rd minute. '53rd minute. 0-1 Miami. Still. Playing forward. Buffalo's in the playoff bracket now. Kansas State and Iowa State both lost. Wait, does that mean Colorado's number 1 in the Big 12 now? Well, still got to hold it, but yeah, as we speak, I got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Chad Johnson, Terrell Owens, my Mount Rushmore, Marvin Harrison, honorary mention. Okay. Yeah. Hines Ward, I think he deserves a shout. See, what else? I'd say you're probably on the money. Shot Miami can't get that one off. Gomez couldn't get that one off. If he did, that would have been. But yeah, that sounds about. Yeah. Stephon Diggs probably wouldn't be up there. No. Tyreek. I don't know if he'll ever make it that high. I like Tyreek, but I don't think he'll ever make it that high. See what else. Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. I believe at least one of them deserves some credit. Like, I think Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt are very underrated, probably because they played for St. Louis, but they at least were on the greatest show on turf. Yellow card for Aviles. Like, probably more likely Isaac Bruce than Torrey Holt, but I still think they deserve some credit, in my opinion. Be a free kick for Atlanta. Yeah, they almost had it. Sabalop Janitze for a free kick. Corner. Avaleska and yellows is bad. Oregon's still undefeated. Okay, Oregon might have a chance to win the Natty. Colorado State is winning. We could be bowl eligible tonight. Do you just have to win 6 games to be bowl eligible? Army's undefeated also. Yep, they're still undefeated. Cross in. Speaking of, how's Navy doing? Delayed. The Navy midshipman versus Ross Owls game is delayed. Oh, they lost to Notre Dame. Navy lost to Notre Dame. Well, there you go. Shot goal by Williams. It's tied. Oh, Lord. 1-1. Tie game. Tie game. You can't let them chase it. Miami did. And Williams scores a goal. Derek Williams to tie the game. Yeah, Air Force is trash. Cross in. Header by Williams. I think he's just onside. It's going to count, I think. Derek Williams, 58th minute. 1-1 esta noche. Tie game after 90, we go to Pens. The good news is Miami still has Messi and friends for a penalty shootout. But Atlanta did have a 5 straight penalty shootout against Montreal. So who knows? 59th minute. They did lose a penalty shootout to DC, though, against Alex Bono. So, you know, it could be just whatever is the way the day goes. Be whatever when it's about how the day goes. So 23% winning probability to 36 with penalties. A big percentage of penalties, but we have 30 minutes. Let's see where it goes. Army's 21. Navy is unranked. Army plays Notre Dame on November 23rd. So they play North Texas next week, Notre Dame, UTSA, then Navy. Army versus Notre Dame. See if Army can do what. '60th minute. Colorado Buffaloes are 23. I'm sure they'll go up. Colorado. Oh, they have a bye. Okay, they're on a bye. Then they play Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. 60th minute, 1-1. Atlanta might just, this could be save. Horrible positioning. Shot wide. Wide. A Johnny Fortune. Almost put Miami to the sword. But no. In the end, Drake Callender does enough to make sure he goes and puts it wide. Ooh. '62nd minute, 1-1, 1-1 esta noche. '62nd minute. Oh no, St. Louis is actually playing in Texas. But let's go back to Atlanta, Miami. Oh, well, damn. All right, 63rd minute, Derek Williams gets a yellow card. It's still 1-1. '64th minute. Rapids game, still salty about it. I don't blame you. Playing forward, Guzan clears. 65th minute. Rapids game. I was there. Sad to see our season end. Thankful for Armis. I love how you're saying our when, like, last year you threw the Rapids away, but now they're good again. While the Mets, Yankees, and Dodgers seem to be Juan Soto's top suitors in free agency, the Toronto Blue Jays will go all out to offer him the contract he's seeking. Good. Way better. Yeah, of course, because they made the playoffs. And frankly, they're in CONCACAF. He got them to CONCACAF. Can't take that away from Miami over the bar. Jordi Alba goes over the bar. That was a really good chance that he puts over the bar. So Alba should have taken a touch. He had time. I feel like Miami feels a little bit desperate. Just calling it a hunch. I think they feel a little bit desperate. Call me crazy, but feels a little bit desperate. Call me crazy. Feels a little bit desperate. I don't know why. They're the best team in MLS history. The Rockies win the World Series next year, you got to get a purple Rockies jersey. One, they won't. Second of all, I do love the purple Rockies jerseys. Would have been nice if Marcus Stroman went to Colorado instead of New York. Save. They're desperate too. Arms up. When passes go errant, they're rushing everything. '68th minute. Yep. Who knows? Maybe an Arenado throwback at some point. Who knows? We'll see. 68th minute. Playing forward. Corner for Miami. Oh, Suarez helps up the camera guy. It does take a touch off Guzan for a corner. Corner for Miami. Hopefully, well, we'll see if they get some out of it. Messi. Crosses in. Header. Off under the crossbar. Oh, my word. When did Guzan become good again? Like a week ago? Shot! Oh! Messi tries to put it near post. Good idea. Didn't execute. 70th minute. Dax McCarty is coming off for Tristan Miumba. Guzan. Suarez and Messi getting together. Something's going to happen. And Martinez is holding his eyelid. Oh, he's bleeding from his forehead. Ooh. He bleeding. He's bleeding. He's busted open. He's bleeding like a stuck pig. Well, I don't know about bleeding like a stuck pig. That's more of a crimson mask, but he is busted open. '72nd minute. .62 expected goals for Derek Williams. 72nd minute. Boom. '73rd minute. Atlanta playing forward. Can Miami figure this out? '74th minute. Atlanta's had some good times holding on to the ball. They were chasing the game. Momentum's gone to Miami's side since the goal. Or actually, no. Atlanta's goal, then they got more momentum, but now Miami's getting it back. That's the good news. '75th minute. Playing forward. I can't wait till Messi retires, says Mile High. What? You don't want MLS to be cool? Ooh. Jamal TRA's down. Player downs TRA. After this season, I have to say the constant choke in the Rapids were doing in 22 was a culture thing and that Fraser was partially responsible for it. Under Armas, the Rapids don't give up. Yeah, watching what Armas has done with the Rapids has sort of shown me that Robin Fraser probably isn't as good of a manager I thought he would be. Or he would just, if he went to Toronto, he'd be a problem. '78th minute. Weingart, I could go on about Robin's tactics, but he wasn't given good enough players to change from pass side-to-side tactics. That's true. But again, if it's a culture thing, playing forward, 79th minute. Atlanta defending. Miami, can they find a winner or will we go to penalties? Amador to clear. Who's your Heisman winner? Dylan Gabriel. 80th minute. Well, oof. It's going to go to Dylan Gabriel. Let's put it like this. I want it to be Travis Hunter. It's going to go to Dylan Gabriel. Like, if I'm actually betting on it, Dylan Gabriel. I want it to be Shedeur or Travis Hunter, but it's, you really think Colorado player is going to beat Dylan Gabriel with nationwide voters? Yeah, if I was actually betting on it, Dylan Gabriel. What I want and what I think will happen are two different things. '81st minute, Miami. Suarez plays it through. Jordi Alba. Messi doesn't get a foot to it. '82nd minute. Foul. Advantage played. Is that the guy from Boise State? No, Dylan Gabriel is the Oregon quarterback. Ashton Janty is the running back from Boise State, which he'll be in the voting for sure. Miami's cooking. Yeah, but they're running out of time. Well, for regular time winner. I mean, they'll still go to stoppage, but or penalties, but Miami's cooking. Playing forward. Messi. Shot over the bar. Messi had it there. Colorado. Leo Campana coming on for Noah Allen, and Matias Rojas is coming on for Diego Gomez. It's been a while since we've seen Rojas. '84th minute. Atlanta's done enough to keep it tight, but Broncos going to beat Ravens tomorrow. Lol. 85th minute, 1-1. Can you smell what Miami is cooking? Yeah. Playing forward. Chip through. Campana doesn't get to it. Or doesn't get to Campana. Campana or Suarez plays it down. Oh, that's a miss. That's still thrown by the blonde hair. 86th minute. '87th minute. You're not wrong. 87th minute. 1-1. Jandé Silva is going to come on late. $35 for 16. That is a Johnny Fortune for Jandé Silva. 88th minute. 1-1. 1-1 esta noche. Cleared away. Atlanta fumbled the bag over the bar. Exactly. Well, yeah, I would agree with that. Yep. Big save. They did fumble the bag, but it was over the bar. Miami getting into stoppage time. Calendar saved us. Feels like Leagues Cup, doesn't it? He did make a big save in the first half as well. See, that's the calendar I expect to see. I know he's been good for most of the year. Remember when we were worried about him in preseason? Remember when we thought CJ Dos Santos might be the better keeper in preseason? Remember that? Remember how bad it looked for Miami in the preseason? Everybody was pressing the panic button, even me. Remember? Remember? 5 minutes of stoppage time. 1-1. 1-1. 4 minutes. Member berries. Member! Both teams trying to give it away. Yeah, does look like that to me. I'm a bit shocked, I won't lie. Atlanta's been a buzzsaw this series. They've been tough. I don't know if I'd call them a buzzsaw. Buzzsaw would mean they're actually dominating and pulling a Kansas City. No, I'd say they're tough. They're more like a rock. That's a better comparison. They're more like a rock. They're tough. I wouldn't say they're a buzzsaw. That means they'd be pulling a Kansas City. And Miami would get horribly embarrassed. Trey Parker and Matt Stone said that the actual election is way more wild than anything they could have came up with this year. So they didn't do it. I hate it. And I think they also hate making Garrison Trump, so they didn't want to, because they can't go back from that. They can't just put an actual Trump. They actually can't put an actual Trump-esque caricature in the show knowing Garrison is Trump. So Messi with a header. Offside. Offside. Tried, but it was offside. 93rd minute. Messi was offside. Yeah, way offside. That wasn't even a question. Way offside. '93rd minute. Bartosz Schliech gets a yellow card. Gets booked. And oh my God, Atlanta takes the lead late. We're going to a game 3. Jande Silva saves Atlanta before the penalty shootout. Miami shot themselves in the foot. Wow. 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 Ball played forward. Muyumba plays it back. Jande Silva with a banger. With authority. Apple must be happy. There's only been one sweep all playoffs so far. Last year, there were only 3 game 3s. This year, you already got Orlando, Cincy, Miami, and you want Columbus. You're going to have more than 3 game 3s. Two to 1. 95th minute. Will Miami get a chance to tie it up? Man. Suarez, ball lands. That's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Nope, it's not actually. Oof. No, Guzan kept it in. Guzan kept it in. No way. Goal kick for Brad Guzan. Kicks it high. Brought down. Out for a throw. Miami has about a minute. Now went Atlanta's way. Redondo. Horrible giveaway. Rios. Takes it to the corner. And it's full time. Oh, Tata's happy for Valentino. Oh, full time. It's 2-1. We go to a game 3. One sweep. That's it. We could have more. Atlanta has got game 2. 3 of the 4 Eastern series are going to a game 3. We got one game 3. Well, we don't know yet. We will see if we have one in the West. Another game 3. Miami will have to go back home and play Atlanta next weekend. Let's see what date that is. See what date that is. See what date that is. Atlanta, Miami. Game 3 is on Saturday. So Saturday, we got Cincinnati, NYCFC, Orlando, Charlotte, Miami, Atlanta. We're going to have a triple day on Saturday, but, well, I'll have a double day on the channel because I'm doing Forge, and then I'm going to do Miami, Atlanta. So I'll review Forge, then Miami, Atlanta, and then review Miami, Atlanta on Saturday. That's what it is on Saturday. Friday, November 8th. We'll see if we have RSL Minnesota, LAFC Vancouver, Columbus Red Bull, Seattle Houston, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, no, because Colorado finished. So possibly 7 game 3s. We still are possibly going to see that. With that being said, I'll see you later within the hour for the review of this match. Atlanta stays alive. Maybe they are a buzzsaw. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review. And there you go. Miami has to go back home. We'll see how that goes. See you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.